Today we're going to talk about Amazon, and I want to bring a different perspective to the stock in a long-term perspective, right? Not just a day trade, but more like swing trade. More like, okay, if I invest money in this stock, where do I want to get in and be profitable at the same time? Because this stock right here, of course you can have a trade, but at the same time you have to have investments as well, because everything cannot be a day trade, and a lot of people cannot day trade. Right? The moral of the story is most of the people that I know, retail investors, are not day traders. They have regular jobs and they're just doing, they're just investing, trying to make money as a passive thing, right? So, and at Amazon, I was looking at it, and of course, I have a couple of levels here that I feel will be comfortable, that I will be comfortable in getting in, and we're going to talk about that. If you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. I release video every day, and the objective is to really put out the information that may be beneficial for folks like you and I, right? Because at the end of the day, I see a lot of different videos out there that people make about, and they're spending like $91,000, $100,000 on a stock, and they tell you, oh, how to make $500. But essentially, they're spending almost 100 grand on a day trade on that minute. And so if you're buying 100 shares of $921 worth stock, that's almost like $91,000. Right? And then if you make $300 off of it, you're staking $91,000. So if a lot of people don't even have $25,000 in the margin account to begin with, right? So swing trading is more oriented toward people who are more want to invest and day trading is nice. It's very glamorous, the quick money seems very shiny, but again, swing trading is the answer for most of the people that really want to invest money in there. So Amazon is one of the companies that has a good institutional holdings, has good balance sheet, good income statement, good cash flow. So overall, this is a great company to be invested in, right? And let's look at the levels that I see here. The way I see trends is similar. Let me draw it up for you guys. So it's like this, right? Usually what I see here, there's 4 stages, right? There's accumulation. Okay, let's say this. So this is accumulation, which other words they usually use is as consolidation. There's accumulation. Let me narrow this down here. There is markup, where the price rises or goes down depending on the trend. Let me mark this red as well. Then you have distribution. That's where folks take their profit and wait for another trend to form, and they could take their profit either shorting the stock or going long on it. So let's talk about this one, and this one right here is your decline. These 4 phases are inevitable. It happens all the time. Either be downtrend or uptrend, it doesn't matter. It happens all the time, right? So we're in a decline right now, and now here, this is starting again with accumulation here. And I'm on a weekly chart, okay? So whatever candle you see here represents 1 week. So it's not like something that will drastically change within a few seconds. No, it's not going to happen. It's going to be a 1 week for 1 candle. So this was your accumulation, these 2 candles right here. This is your markdown or markup, however you want to say it, right? The price started falling. That's distribution right there. So I'm anticipating this stock to go down. So this is what's happening right here, right? This is what I see here. So basically, right here was a markup, distribution happened, it declined, then accumulation happened again, then you have a markup again, which is on a way down. Distribution is happening here, and then you're looking at a decline right here. So decline is coming down, and I see the stock going down to at least 102 to between 102 and 94 in upcoming weeks. It wouldn't happen, it can happen within 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but the decline is coming. Essentially, what I'm looking at is I have a hard support right here at $85.45. I think if it comes down, so there's a light support here. It's not as hard of a support, and because there's not a lot of support here. There are some orders are here, but I don't think they're significant enough to draw this price back up. But nonetheless, there is a support right here. This is somewhat a medium support. where we could see the support was hit a couple of times in the past as well, and it could not break through it, and it went back up. However, if it breaks through this time, there's a little bit of a support right here at $94.45 or so. As if it breaks down here, it goes to $85. Now, if it goes to $85, if it breaks from that $85, you're looking at least $64 or between $64 and $70. Okay, that I don't know if that's gonna happen. I'm definitely seeing 102, 94, 98. This is very much a good number that I'm looking at. At least I'm gonna average dollar cost in at that point. So so this is my perspective here. So RSI is 40 right now. It's almost like anything below 50 just means the stock is being there's more selling than buying happening on the stock. MACD, it looks like it's going to cross over a signal line. This is a moving average conversions, diversions. And you see the histogram. Histogram is like literally a small, tiny green candle. If you notice here, I'll give you an example here. So histogram, you see how this is small and then it gets bigger and bigger, and you see there's more selling. Starts off with a small green and then gets taller and taller and then it comes down. So it's coming down to a small one. Essentially, it could go down to red, which I'm just stating right here. It could come down, another red candle start forming for the histogram. With that being said, I think from a weekly perspective, in the next few weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, I can see the Amazon price coming down to at least the one we discussed right here, 102. I can see this price coming down to 102 at least in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'm anticipating, but again, it could be longer than that depending on how the market is behaving, because market is very volatile right now. It's not coming up it's not coming down as hard as I would like it to be. I don't want the market to drop, but look, at the end of the day, inflation is so high, the market has to drop. Like the money which is being circulated in the economy or in the market has to go back to the government. That's the truth of the matter, right? So at the end of the day, the market is dropping. Eventually, it will drop. For the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'm looking at the price to drop. When it comes down to 102.94, between 102 and 94 zone, I'm gonna start average dollar cost in at that point. Because if I'm started buying at $94, $96 and all the way down to $85, my average price is probably gonna come out to like 92 or 91 or $90 even. So. But again, I just wanted to put this video out for you guys. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, do give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, do consider subscribing. I will be releasing video on different stocks, just more like from the broader spectrum, like on a swing trade, not a day trade. So hope you like this video again. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys in the next video.